Video games are getting too expensive. So I'm going to try to abuse the Gamefly free trial to rent, complete, and return a game before they charge me a single cent. That only gives me 1 month to sign up, receive the game and complete it, return it, and then cancel my membership. If I can pull it off, I'll be able to play last year's Game of the Year completely free. But if I screw up, I'm gonna have to pay a bunch of money towards a game that I'm not even gonna own. And I'm bringing you guys along for the journey, starting right now. So when I was doing my initial research to see if this video was even possible, I searched video game rental, fully expecting to find some shady hole in the wall that just refused to keep up with the times. So you could probably imagine how surprised I was when I saw Gamefly, of all people, topping the search results. If you grew up around the same time as me, that probably feels like a sleeper agent activation phrase, like you're about to pull up on JFK. It really is hard to overstate the absolute chokehold Gamefly had on the Nickelodeon commercial breaks. They would run non-stop with the Zoo Book and the Empire Today commercials. I mean, the premise made a lot of sense at the time. Pick a game you want to rent, they send it to you, you keep it and play it as long as you want, and when you're ready, you send it back to them and rent a new game. It was very similar to the first version of Netflix, where they would physically send you the movies, until they got with the times and understood that streaming is the future. You know what? That doesn't matter to me, though. What matters to me is that they give you a free 1-month trial to rent any game you want. So I created my account and started my free trial. Now I just need to find a game. Looking through the game library, I was actually pretty impressed with the selection they had. There were over 1,000 PS5 titles for rent, and a bunch of movies too, which I think is new, because I don't remember them advertising that when I was a kid. Needless to say, I had some options, but I wanted to find a game that I hadn't played before and that was going to be short enough for me to be able to finish in a month and feel like I actually got the full experience. After some browsing, I settled on Astro Bot. It's only 10 to 12 hours, and it was the game of the year last year, so I'm actually super excited to try it out. But here's the thing, they might not ship you the game that you want. When I tried selecting the game, I found out that it goes off of a queue system. So you pick the games you want and assign them a priority. Then, depending on availability, they'll try to send you your #1 pick, but if they don't have it in stock, they'll send you one of the other games. Now, you could put just the one game you want to play in the queue, but then you have to wait for that game to become available. And since you can keep the games as long as you want, you might end up paying for that game for like a month or two before you even get it. So they recommend putting 10 games in your queue to get the most out of your subscription. I didn't want to waste any time, so I filled up my queue with some other games that I wouldn't mind playing, but they have a much longer runtime. So if I don't get Astro Bot, I might be cooked before I even start playing the game. But all we can do now is cross our fingers and wait for them to ship a game off of my list. So it's 2 days later, and I just received confirmation that my game is getting shipped out. And it looks like we're getting Astro Bot, which was my #1 pick. So we're in business, baby. They don't have tracking on the shipments, so I don't really know when it's gonna get here, but their warehouse is only like 30 minutes away from me, which is crazy. I never knew that that was there. So I'm thinking it's probably only gonna take a couple of days to get here. While we're waiting for it to show up, you could maybe hit the like button, or I don't know, subscribe or something, you know, just to pass the time. Look what I got. It only took 2 days to get here, but I am surprised to see that it doesn't come in an actual game case. I don't know if that's to cut down on shipping costs or what, but I wish they would ship it with the case. It feels like it would be a lot safer. Plus, you get the option to buy the game whenever you have it out on rental. So if you decide to keep the game and pay for it, you're only getting the disc. And the case is like half of the reason for collecting in the first place. So I just feel like that's a big oversight on their part. But the game showed up in good condition, which is really all that matters. And with a self-addressed envelope. So you can just put it in, throw it in your mailbox, and you're good to go. I'm gonna throw this in the PlayStation, start working on finishing it. We're only 5 days in, so we got all the time in the world. This is gonna be a piece of cake. So I got a little distracted. I played a little bit the first day, but it's been about 2 weeks and I haven't really touched the game at all. In my defense, we went away to visit family for a couple days, all right? And I just started playing Ghost of Tsushima again, so I kind of got caught up with that. But, I mean, what was I supposed to do? Let the Mongols take over? That doesn't matter right now. We have 10 days until the free trial ends. Of course, I do have to send it back, which is going to take a couple of days, and then cancel it, so I probably have like right around a week to finish the game. The game's split into 6 different galaxies. Each one has like 4 to 5 levels and a boss battle at the end. I did finished the first world, so we only have 5 left. I just need to do like 1 a day. We'll be all right. So I started working through the galaxies, switching off and on with my wife. And I gotta say, this game is really good. It looks incredible. Just like a toy box came to life. Vibrant blues, lush greens, electric pinks. And it's not just eye candy either. It feels alive. Every level is overflowing with personality, cute little animals and power-ups that mesh perfectly with the environment. It's just so freaking cute. And the bots that you rescue, they all have so much character. A lot of them are homages to the past 30 years of Sony franchises, like God of War, The Last of Us, Crash Bandicoot. It's just so fun. And the game uses the PS5's DualSense controller so well. You can feel everything that's happening when you're playing it. It's kind of hard to explain. It's kind of just something that you have to feel for yourself, but it's so satisfying. I love it, dude. All right, I'm done glazing, okay? We gotta lock in. It's been 3 days and I'm still only halfway done. It's crunch time. I took any chance I could get to knock out some levels. Early in the morning, late at night, anytime I could find 15 to 20 minutes. Something I actually really enjoyed about the game is that I could put it down and pick it up anytime I wanted to, whenever I had a couple of minutes. It felt like I was 10 years old again, playing Lego Star Wars on my PS2. Any chance I could get, I would boot that game up and just mess around, even if it was just in the hub level for a couple of minutes. And it turns out that's something that I've been missing, and I didn't even really notice it. Modern games just feel like such an undertaking sometimes, you know? Like, if I don't have multiple hours to kill, it's not even worth it to boot up the game, because I'm not even gonna have enough time to get anything done. So it was a nice change of pace to get these nice little bite-sized levels. This is it. It's the last day to finish the game. I only have 1 more galaxy to finish, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna get it done. It's more of a victory lap than anything else. I will say though, it does feel a little bittersweet. Obviously, it's nice to finish what we set out to do, but there is so much side content in this game, bonus levels and collectibles, and the hub world itself is just teeming with mysteries for you to uncover. Like, I finished the game, but it doesn't feel like I got the full experience, you know? When I decided on Astro Bot, I thought it was gonna be the perfect game to rent. It's always been a game that I wanted to play through, but I never thought I would want to revisit it after I finished it. But now that it's coming to an end, I'm really gonna miss this game. So is Gamefly worth it? I think it depends. On one hand, it is pretty inconvenient to have to deal with shipping, availability issues, and long wait times, especially in a day and age where everything is digital and available to play that very second. But I think that's kind of what makes it cool. When I play a game from something like the Game Pass, I find myself having a really hard time actually finishing it. Having all of those options available to you at once, it makes it so easy to drop a game halfway through to pick up something else that you're probably also not going to finish. So only being able to rent 1 game at a time and waiting for them to ship it to you, it slows everything down. And I was able to enjoy a game that I probably wouldn't have normally played and rediscover a genre that I didn't really think I cared for anymore. And that's all because I wasn't focused on all the thousands of other games there were to play. I was just in that moment. Choice paralysis is a real thing, and it happens to me all the time when I'm picking like movies and TV shows. Having every option at your fingertips, it can be a little bit overwhelming. But renting this way really helped, and I think that's kind of special. It's been 2 days since I shipped back the game. I got confirmation that they received it at their warehouse, so I canceled my trial before I was charged. So we did it, and I know it's not that deep, but I think what's more valuable than playing the game for free was the lesson that I learned. It's okay to slow down sometimes. Having to wait for something that you want and delaying that gratification, it's not always a bad thing. I probably won't go back to Gamefly, but they did change my opinion on them. I do think there's still a space for them in the gaming industry, and it's motivated me to start expanding my gaming horizons a little bit. Maybe start playing some games that I wouldn't normally think I would like. And this whole experience has given me the final push I think I needed to start buying all of my games physically. And the first one I'm gonna get, I think, is Astro Bot. I know this video is a little bit different than the normal stuff on the channel. Let me know what you guys think about this format, and if you'd be interested in seeing other videos like this. Or if you hate it, let me know if this is just the worst thing you've ever seen. I mean, I'll probably still do it because it was really fun to make, but, you know, maybe not as much. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.